We've got this story from Fox News. Aurora, Colorado police detained 14 in connection with armed home invasion and kidnapping. Home invasion occurred at the Edge at Lowry Apartments, where viral video showed gang members earlier this year. So this has been an issue in Colorado for a while now. The earliest article I have pulled up right now is at least from September. It's now December. So this has been going on for, at least 3 months. Police in Aurora, Colorado say they have detained 14 people following an armed home invasion at a local apartment complex. Just before 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday, police were called to the Edge of the Lowry Apartments at the 1200 block of Dallas Street for a report of an armed home invasion involving a stabbing and a kidnapping, a press release from the Aurora police said. According to the police, a preliminary investigation showed that several suspects entered an apartment where 2 people were inside. Police say the suspects took the victims to another apartment at the same location where the victims were threatened and bound. One of the victims, a man, sustained a stab wound, but is expected to survive, police said. Trying to scroll down, it keeps popping up my little sidebar. Sorry, my computer's up. At some point, authorities said the suspects released the victims, who then called 911. We are still at the very early stages of the investigation. We will provide updates as more information becomes available. A news conference is expected later today. The Edge at Lowry Apartments is the location of viral video from late summer of armed Tren Da Aragua members in the stairwell and hallways. Tren Da Aragua is a notorious Venezuelan gang. As of Tuesday morning, police had not confirmed any connection between the home invasions and Tren Da Aragua. Well, I would assume it is in connection to them, because this would be quite the coincidence, right? 14 people not related to Tren Da Aragua in the same apartment where Tren Da Aragua is taking over these apartment complexes. And that's what I wanted to get into, because the media doesn't really seem to care, neither does the Biden administration. Tren Da Aragua gang members arrested in Aurora, Colorado in connection to apartment building takeover. So this has been happening for months now. It's not just a recent thing. It is unclear how the 4 persons were linked to the transnational Tren Da Aragua gang. 4 people with possible connections to the transnational gang, Tren Da Aragua, have been arrested near a beleaguered apartment building in Aurora, Colorado. At least 2 apartment buildings in Aurora have been the source of intense media attention this past week after a surveillance video went viral showing heavily armed men kicking down an apartment door. And then I believe they have a picture here. Yeah, it was in the last article as well. Fox 31 Denver confirmed Tuesday that the 4 were arrested at the Ivy Crossing Apartments in Aurora on a variety of charges, including drugs and stolen vehicles. According to the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, 6 people were arrested in total. I wonder if they're the same people, because lately people have just been getting out on crime and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. The 4 people identified as possibly maintaining connections with the Tren Da Aragua. Law enforcement from the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and the Department of Homeland Security patrolled the area, encompassing the Ivy Crossing apartment building on August 21st. So that's been happening since August. Tren Da Aragua is based mainly in Venezuela and has roughly 5,000 members between the South American country and the United States. We're looking for any violation that we can stop and make contact with somebody and addressing the issues they might have. Arapahoe County Sheriff Tyler Brown. There's a lot of sheriffs I've noticed that are named Tyler. I can't do that though. I can't be a cop. I have back problems, so otherwise I might. During their proactive patrol on August 21st, officers from the different agencies seized a stolen vehicle, ketamine, and 750 counterfeit pills. There had been some conversation that there were some things going on in a jurisdiction, and we developed a plan. So yeah, this has been going on for a while. All 4 individuals are currently in custody, but Fox News Digital has not been able to confirm exactly where. And then we have this. ICE confirms Aurora, Colorado gang members are in the United States illegally, released by the Biden administration. Of course, because they've just been releasing illegals into the country. They've been busing them deeper into the country. They're not deporting people. You cross the border right now, and you basically they tag your luggage and put you on a van and take you where you want to go. Basically, it's like I heard someone make the joke. It's like a a different version of TSA. It's our border TSA. They just like kind of check you in and they're like, all right, be on your way. Because, I mean, it's ridiculous. 4 Venezuelan national members of the Tren Da Aragua gang arrested in Colorado have been confirmed as illegal aliens, so they shouldn't even be here. That's the thing. And the Venezuelan nationals ranging in ages from 19 to 24 all crossed the southern border through Texas illegally in 2022 and 2023 under the Biden administration. All 4 were arrested by Aurora police, and ICA has placed a detainer request on 2 of them. The 4 were arrested after a shooting which occurred near Nome Street Apartments, one of the apartment buildings in Aurora, which had been overtaken by armed members of Tren Da Aragua. Venezuelan Janardi de Jesus? I am not even going to try to say the rest of that. Those are some crazy names. I'm not going to try to say that. I cannot say those. Their names are right here of the individuals. I'm not going to attempt to say that. According to Aurora Police, we can now confirm that blah blah blah. He is the brother of, also known as Cookie or Galerta. Okay. Whatever that means. Hopefully I didn't just say something that I shouldn't have said. Additionally, 2 others were arrested at the same day, are suspected gang members. Their names are, I'm not going to say that. Surveillance footage from the apartment of Romero family went viral last week, depicting a heavily armed members of the Tren Da Aragua breaking down an apartment door. Tren Da Aragua transnational gang has around 5,000 members, blah, blah, blah. According to ICE, was encountered by Border Patrol agents in Del Rio sector, Texas in November 2022. He was then released and given a notice to appear. Currently, he has been given felony charges for assault with a deadly weapon, among others. See, this is utterly ridiculous. This is what they're doing. So, when you cross the border illegally, what do you think should happen? Or what do you think should happen to someone that crosses the border illegally? They should be detained, processed, maybe get their fingerprints so we can identify them in the future, and sent back immediately. We should not be giving them dates to appear. We should not be giving them the opportunity to hang out in the country. It's utterly ridiculous. We should not be doing that. I don't understand it. The only explanation for why we would be doing this is because our government is purposefully trying to let illegals in. For whatever reason, you can make your own conspiracies about that, but they want the illegals here. They want them to come in for whatever reason. Not making any assumptions there, but other than they want them here. If they didn't want them here, they would make more of an effort to get rid of them. Obama was nicknamed the deporter-in-chief. Joe Biden was vice president when Obama was president. Obama deported more people than Donald Trump did. We'll see how that goes in Donald Trump's second term. He will likely surpass that number. At least I hope he will. But Joe Biden is just asleep at the wheel. I mean, we have another story I might go into from James O'Keefe, one of the advisors, talking about how just gone Joe Biden is. So he's probably not even running things anymore. Whoever is, the people in his cabinet or his administration are running things, and they're just letting people in. There's all kinds of stories of people at the border, children at the border. They come across and they have numbers that you're supposed to call on their, written on them, and they're being trafficked. These children are being trafficked, and our border agents and our government is facilitating and aiding in the trafficking of these people. And then stuff like this just pisses me off too, because they were caught, they were detained, and then they were released, and then they went on to go commit more crimes. And it's funny when I see online, because people are always like, immigrants are the least likely to commit crimes, and but the thing is like, we're not talking about regular immigrants that came here legally. We're talking about illegal immigrants, and by definition, illegal immigrants have a 100% crime rate. Hence, illegal. They are illegal immigrants. They came here illegally. Like, that's not hard to understand, and I am all for legal immigration. People that immigrate here legally want to be here. They make efforts to come here. They want to join our culture. They want to join our country, and I'm all for that if they do it the right and proper way. But if someone just forces their way in here and they just want to get free stuff, and then they commit crimes, they're already committing crimes by breaking into here, they have no regard for our laws. What makes you think they'll all of a sudden start regarding the laws after they've already broken the laws to get into the country? The answer is they won't. They're here illegally, and they're just going to keep breaking laws to benefit themselves, because that's what they're here for. Went on a bit of a rant there. Both Nixon and Dixon were apprehended by Border Patrol agents at Eagle Pass, Texas on August 22nd, 2023. The two were given notices to appear and placed under patrol in the United States pending proceedings. Thanks to the failure of the Biden administration to secure the border, the people of Aurora and other Americans have suffered at the hands of the Tren Da Aragua gang. According to the House Committee of Homeland Security, there have been at least 7.8 million encounters of illegal aliens at the southwest border during the Biden administration. ICE makes determinations on a case-by-case basis. That is freaking wild. According to the House Committee on Homeland Security, there have been at least 7.8 million encounters with illegal aliens just at the southwest border during the Biden administration. That's at least. That's what we're able to calculate. That's what we've visually seen, or that's the estimate. It could be double. That's insane. And think about all the people that are coming across with weapons, all the people coming across with drugs, human trafficking. If you didn't see the movie Sound of Freedom, highly recommend it. Absolutely sad what is happening in this world. The United States is one of the largest consumers of human trafficking. I'll just put it that way. And clearly this is one of the main vectors to get people into this country. They get them in here undetected, and then they keep them here as basically slaves to do whatever they want to do, whether it's sexual or just actual slave labor. There's cartels that force people to work on marijuana farms and stuff like that, or just in general. There's companies that take advantage of illegals. They pay them less, and they threaten them with deportation or reporting them to ICE if they complain about working conditions. All kinds of things. People get angry at greedy businessmen. Well, these greedy businessmen love illegal immigrants because they don't have to pay you as much, or they don't have to pay them as much as they have to pay you. And that's not an argument for them stealing your jobs. That's an argument for corporations being greedy and wanting to pay workers less, because they do. So hopefully they start cracking down on this with Trump coming into office. Hopefully we will see less of this. Hopefully this is one of the first things that get handled. Any crime committed by an illegal immigrant makes me even more angry than just a normal crime committed by someone, because they shouldn't have been here in the first place. It's one thing to have a legal citizen commit a crime. They were here, crime happens, but these illegals, they aren't even supposed to be here. We're letting them stay here, and they're committing crimes. If we had just deported these people, a lot of these crimes wouldn't happen. A lot of these crimes would just not happen. If we catch them and deport them right away instead of catch and release, a lot of these crimes wouldn't happen. I mean, if I go somewhere and I cross a border illegally and then I'm detained by police and they're like, here you go, show up to court on this date, and then the date is 3 months from now, great, you just gave me 3 months to go hide or go commit crimes or steal or whatever I want to do. Whatever my plan was, you gave me a 3 month window. Congratulations. But anyway, I leave it there. I just kind of wanted to use this story to talk about immigration, and I also wanted to talk about the apartment complexes. I mean, these poor people, they're not getting help. This has been going on since the summer, and these people aren't receiving help. A lot of these people are criminals, they're illegals, and they're literally taking over people's houses and apartment complexes. It bewilders me that we didn't crack down on this immediately. I don't know how the police in that area just allow that to happen, but simple answer is corruption, or they support it. I don't know. But anyways, I'll leave it there. If you like the video, please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and give me some feedback. I'm always looking for feedback. I'm trying to improve my videos. I want the content to be better. I want it to be appealing. So please, if you know how I can improve, comment below or contact me on Twitter. Twitter will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Peace.